we're going to look at some tandem plays relation to the goal line and mechanics of what we want to look like, and some few suggestions or recommendations to kind of keep in our mind as we go through these. So there's not really any order here. So, but these are good plays. Most of these plays are what we want to look like. There will be a couple things I will point out that where we could have done better. But just to start off here real quick. So we're snapping the ball from the 35-yard line. What we don't see in this film right here in this clip is that we got the deep wings probably down there starting around the 15-yard line because they're 20 yards downfield. Okay, and the back judge is probably on the 10-yard line. Okay, so, and all that's going to happen on this play here is that we're going to have a pass over the middle, very simple, and we're going to get a runner that's going to be down around the 11-yard line. Now, the tendency, and what we'll see from other officials, which is incorrect, is these officials coming in here and trying to get the spot. Okay, that's not their job. Okay, we are obviously beyond the first down marker, and we talked about this in other films, and the wing officials will come down here and get this spot. Our responsibility as deep wing here and here is just to dead ball officiate. Okay, but we do not want to be running upfield here. Okay, this guy, for example, doesn't need to be running upfield here and try and compete with getting a spot with our short wing. This is business we want to stay out of. But the primary here is that I just want to kind of focus on making sure we're communicating with our side guy, our short wing, and short wings are coming down and getting these spots. Likewise, the short wings don't sit there and go, oh, this is 30 yards downfield. My guy downfield will get the spot. No, that's not his responsibility. We have to come and get these. All right. In contrast to this play here, we are snapped inside the 20-yard line, so our starting position is going to be the goal line here. Okay, so just a regular old play here, nothing crazy. All right, and we're coming down and getting the spot, and this time we look good here. We're staying with the players, no action here going on. We're not coming upfield to get the spot. Our short wings come down to get it, and we've stayed on the pylon the whole time while this is played. We're going to watch. I want to watch the action of this official right here. Okay, I'm going to back it up a little bit. Just watch his action. He's hardly moving at all. And now he comes in after the play's over. This is good mechanics here. This is how we want to look. This is how we box in the play. This is how we box in these plays. This play, we're at the 15-yard line. Again, it looks like he's at the 3-yard line, but he's on the goal line, and he's just off the field about 3 or 4 yards here, okay? Our back judge is on the end line back here. We can't see him here, okay? But we're going to run this play. All right, what do you got? So this is a tough play. This is a tough play, but this official makes it look easy. All right, blue is on offense, and we're going to see that white jumps up and grabs the ball. Now the question is, now we can't tell from this angle, and there's no way we're going to have this discussion. However, what we are going to know is that this official is on the pylon exactly where he needs to be, because whether or not he catches this ball in the end zone or on the 1-yard line is going to matter as to whether or not where the defense is going to put the ball in play. Okay, so he's in perfect position. He sees what he needs to see. There's a line very much in play here as the goal line, okay, because there's a lot of things going on here about where this ball is possessed. Now, rule of thumb, if we can put this ball in the end zone, we want to put the ball in the end zone and make it a touchback. But if it's in the field to play, it's in the field to play. Don't split hairs too much about that. Don't get over worried about that. The defense is happy they got the ball. They really don't care if they got it at the 20 or the 1-yard line. They really don't care. The offensive guy may care, but the fact of the matter is the defense made a play here, and we're in great position here to be able to tell where that interception occurred for the next play. So good job here by this crew. All right, these are the ones that get tough down here. Okay. We're at the 7-yard line, and we're only 7 yards away from each other, okay? That's only a 7-yard difference. So, again, the notion here is for, as deep wing officials, is you're here, you stay put. You do not move your feet, okay? The only action you're going to take if you need to is going to move straight back, okay, toward the track to get away from trouble if you need to if the play starts coming your way. Now, not much happens on this play, but we just still want to illustrate the fact that we are nice and smooth and easy. We never moved, and all we did was come down and step down and get a spot here. Okay, so this is what this is going to look like when we're doing it correctly down near the goal line. Okay, Another play similar. Now we're inside. We're at the 5-yard line. We're at the 5-yard line. Now, when we're at the 5-yard line, our short wings will communicate with our deep wing to say, hey, it's my goal line. And that tells the deep wing, hey, we're going back to the end line now. This is our new starting position, so we're back here. Okay? So in this situation, the short wing has everything to the goal line, and his first action at the snap is going to be, I'm going to pause here for a second to see if anybody knows it in their mind. If they said it out loud to themselves yet, because I know they've heard it already on the field, but their first action when the ball is snapped is going to be move to the goal line. So let's see what happens here. All right, and we're moving. That's good. Now this ball comes out quick, which is fine. So let's just watch what happens here. All right, is he in, is he out? There's no way we're going to have this discussion on this film, okay? In high school football, we need how many feet? Anybody want to say it out loud before I say it? Okay, in high school football, all we need is 1 foot inbound with possession of the ball. Now, I know during the course of the last few weeks, we've been talking about sideline catches. You look at the ball, you look at the feet. I get the feet, you get the ball. I don't subscribe to that. Officiate the play. Because sometimes the ball, you have to officiate what's presented to you. Because if one official says, I'll take the ball, you take the feet, the play could happen to where the person who's got the ball can't see the ball because of how the players are positioned. So always be able to officiate the play by what's presented to you. Now what we got going on here is pretty good mechanics, because we've got the back judge moving down, okay, because he's going to have an opinion about this line, okay, all right, and we got our wing official coming down, and he's going to have an opinion about this line, okay, if needed, okay. However, in this situation, these guys have help if help is needed. But because of the position of our side judge here, okay, and he's looking right down at everything, he's got everything, and it's all in his lap, and he is saying, I've got it all, I've got enough, I've got a touchdown, I don't need any help, okay. Now, be careful how you say that phrase. It's a good notion to look and to look before we signal, just to make sure there's not a foot on the out of bounds that we missed somewhere. But overall, this official does a pretty good job on this play. And not only that, look where his head is turned. His head is turned toward the players, which is very, very good. So this is just a position scenario to where if we get to ourselves to a good position and get our feet set, we're going to be able to see everything we need to see to make a proper ruling. All right, what we got on this play? This, just back up here a little bit. The quarterback is going to roll out to the left. We're going to illustrate. We're going to watch. We're going to step into the backfield ever so slightly, which is a great mechanic to let the play pass in front of you. That's exactly what it would look like. That's really, really good. Okay, now we're going to come back. We're going to watch our side judge here this time. We're going to watch him a little bit, and now he starts moving back, because now the man is shooting right up the sideline right now, and he's realized, hey, I'm too tight, so I want to get myself out of harm's way, so I'm going to back straight up toward the track, which is what he does, and that's very, very good, very, very smart. Okay, ended up getting tackled. I'm not going to get into, there's no foul here. I'm not going to get into all this horse collar stuff that people are probably looking at the film right now. I just want to concentrate on what our officials are doing. He's coming down to get the spot. He's staying with the players. We're in good position here, and I think this is a well officiated play by these two gentlemen. Okay, we even got the side back judge coming over to take a peek. Okay, so another good play. This is what we want to look like when we're working our games and everything. All right, let's see here. Okay, play out in field, and we got a little break. Now look, so here, this is a great, great, great job by our short wing here. Okay, we got a catch. All right. Now he starts to move, but he's not moving fast. In fact, you'll get to a point where he even slows up a bit, and he's not trying to keep up. He's moving, but he's being cautious, and he's over hurrying. Okay, he does a very, very good job here. I'm going to back this up so we can see the whole thing in full motion without me slowing it down. All right, so he's just going to move. He's not trying to hurry, and now he starts to get a little bit of a pick up in his step. Again, like before, inside the 5-yard line, we're staying put. We're coming to get the spot. We're dead ball officiating at this point. This is a good job by this crew. Okay, and we've got he's just catching the ball right here. We're killing the clock because it's beyond the first down marker. Okay, so a very good mechanics by these guys. This is how we want to look. All right, these are about 3 plays, and we'll look at talk about dead ball officiating a little bit. All right, one of the hardest things, and this will take years. I'm gonna tell you right now, it will take years. The hardest thing to do during the course of a football game is to not watch the ball. It's hard. It's difficult. We have to train ourselves. There are times when the ball is going to be in our primary area, and we have to keep an eye on it. Okay, but a lot of the times, and depending on where you're working, if you're working downfield, most of the time the ball is going to be out of your area. So there are other things we need to watch. So on this play here, it's a broken play, and the guy's going to run, 92 yards for a touchdown. All right, so what are we looking at here? All right, I want to watch the official at the bottom of the screen right here. I want you to watch this short wing here. Okay, he's doing great hustle. All right, but I want you to watch his head. He's look where he's. I'm gonna back it up a little bit. He's looking. His head is here. He's looking in the field of play. Why is he looking in the field of play? Okay, the reason he's looking in the field of play. These are plays where this gentleman, for example, might turn around and take a quick shot at this guy behind the plate because he can. Okay, we want to catch all this action that's going on back here. He's not concerned about what's going on here. This runner is free and clear, and he's got a field judge down here that's going to be at the goal line. So we're watching dead ball action all back here. This is a great job to catch crap that goes on behind the play. All right, so that's you'll see those on those long broken plays. You'll see that often. If you don't have the primary responsibility, sweep the field, look for crap. Okay. Now, if you see it, doesn't mean you necessarily have to call it. It depends on how severe it is. Okay. But if you see players getting involved, you can address them. We'll see that here in just a second as well. All right. This is another play. We're going to have an interception here. We're going to make a great play, and he's going to be tackled. Now we got the white team intercepting the blue team's ball, and he's into the Blues bench. So let's watch. Again, same official. He does a great job at dead ball officiating. Let's watch the action here. Okay, watch the action here. He spins the ball into the bench. Okay, he spins it into the bench. That is a taunt. Okay, that is a taunt, and we need to get it out of the game. He is not Deion Sanders. Okay, he is a high school student, and he has not learned to be able to control his emotions. He wants to be excited. Go be excited with your teammates. Okay? Go celebrate with your teammates. Do not celebrate and taunt the opposing bench. Okay? And our official gets a flag out of it, and that's exactly what we want. Another example of good dead ball officiating. Okay? So what's going to happen here is that right away our short wing here, or a deep wing here, is going to look for the ball. Okay, and then what I want you to do here now is just to watch the action of number 2 here in the middle of the field. Okay, now we've got eyes here. Okay, but what we end up here doing here is going after the ball instead of breaking this up. So we want to watch his action. He's happy, and now he's signaling something toward the other player. This is unsportsmanlike. We got to get in here, break this up. After these plays, we have to stay with the players and officiate this dead ball action. If he's not going after the ball, or if he's not going after this ball, then we will catch this, okay, when the play's over. All right, and at the end of this one, this is a good example of what we call preventative officiating, okay? And we're going to watch these 2 players back here. All right, right now you're going to say, why am I walking back there, Dave? Perfect example. We're watching this film and everybody's eyes are right here, okay? Because we have a tendency to watch the ball. So we're going to watch these guys in the back, and now they're a little bit of a shove. Not a lot, but our official here is coming in to address it, okay? And he's yelling at them to get their attention. So we're going to go back and watch this from full circle so we can see the whole thing, all right? So let's just watch the action of this official, and these are the 2 players right here we're talking about. So just watch. And his eyes come in, and he gets their attention, and he's coming to them to make sure this doesn't escalate. Okay, so a couple examples of dead ball officiating here. Be a lot more on that later, but I just wanted to kind of throw that out there for us while we had a few minutes.